Breaking. Keyshawn Davis is a jackass. I'm just gonna break this out. Keyshawn Davis jumps with his brother Nahir Albright. This is crazy. We're gonna get into it right after this. Let me just put the intro. Yo, Jamel, what the hell is going on right now?
Oh, man. It's crazy, man. It was mayhem. It was mayhem. First, I got to point out, shout out to Keyshawn. Keyshawn had a hell of a performance, to start the night off, of course, after the weekend was pretty much damn near shut down because of the situation with the weigh-in yesterday. Keyshawn Davis missing weight by, 4.3 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
And the main event pretty much got scrapped. But, we thought it was still going to be a positive night with, like I said, Keyshawn starting it off with a great knockout. Then we seen Kelvin Davis take his first loss against Albright. I personally thought that matchup was kind of iffy, even though Albright wasn't in the ring professionally for 2 years. He has been busy in the TCL league or whatever. But again, he was moving up. He was moving up in weight. He's normally a lightweight at 135 pounds. He's moved to 140 for the first time to face up against Kelvin. Kelvin ends up coming short, losing to a majority decision, which many thought the score should have been wider than that. And then afterwards, all hell broke out loose in the backstage. Apparently, during the interview, Albright mentioned that Keyshawn and his brother Keon went back there and pretty much lumped them up.
Yo, I'm sorry, guys. I'm over here a little dumbfounded. I just feel like this is one of the most. I'm trying to get the damn video, but for some reason, one of these videos isn't letting me do it. But I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, this is one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is legit crazy.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie, Jamel. Like, and this is my thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this video as we speak, but I have one of the videos up right now. It's just crazy because just look at the whole weekend, right? Let's take it from the beginning, right? We're talking about somebody that showed up to a fight, right?
Right.
In a city where they sold 10,000 seats, right? 10,000 seats in Virginia, right? And shows up and misses weight.
You see, right? Punches being thrown, hold on. And now your brother is in the
thing. So, and literally acts as if he doesn't care. Like, it was, well, I was gonna go up to 140 anyways. Keyshawn, that's nice to know, but this is the problem. People spend thousands to see this fight in your hometown, and you didn't care enough to make weight, and your excuses, well, I was going to move up to 140 anyway. Like, come on, bro. Like, that is the most disrespectful shit you can ever do, bro. And then people are asking for their money back. You know how much money Top Rank lost today? Like, I don't think people understand when an event doesn't go as planned. Like, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. And to not show any type of humility, like, you and I was watching the videos over there, smiling, laughing it up. You didn't even show that you cared. And to me, I think that's the most alarming situation. And then you follow it up with what transpired today. I mean, I don't even know what to say about him, bro, to be honest with you.
There's nothing you can say, bro. You can't make, like I said, I got a lot of love. I got a lot of love for those three fellas.
Say about him, bro.
I got a lot of love for those three fellas, but you can't say nothing positive about it, Again, you figure like most fighters, we figure that another fighter or their team comes backstage, they pretty much come and give you your credit, dap you up, good fight, whatever, and so forth. But apparently that wasn't the case. And it was actually opposite. It turned out ugly. I mean, we don't got footage on the first because it was 2 altercations again.
It is 2. I have it. I'm gonna pull it up.
No, they said it was, but the first one they said wasn't on camera when how it started off. But that right there, what you got right there is the second altercation.
Wow. I mean, again, my whole thing is and I'm gonna repeat what I just said, man. Like the fact that you didn't even show that you cared, bro. Like that's where it kills me at that point. I don't know why I cannot put a name on this thing. I don't understand. Like, bro, you had a shitty weekend. You should have been on your best behavior, bro. Like it's insane. Let's actually take a look at the footage. For some reason, I can't download this footage, but I'm gonna play this real quick for you guys. This is the second altercation with Keyshawn Davis.
And you see punches being thrown, and Nahir Albright's brother is in the purple, and you just see Keyshawn Davis come in. The guy running in is Keon Davis, and things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for the Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw a stroller being moved back. That's Keyshawn Davis being pushed away. But the reason he's so upset is because that's his son that's in that stroller. He goes back to retrieve his son. But why would you put your family in this type of situation? It's just uncalled for and unfortunate what we've seen here at the Scope Arena. This was supposed to be a celebration of all that is great with the Davis brothers and what they represent for Norfolk, Virginia. And when you end up having the police intervene.
Again, it's supposed to be a celebration, right?
Right.
In your hometown, which you didn't even care to make weight nor even have a decent excuse as to why. Not even apologizing publicly to, I mean, I don't know if I didn't see no public apologies, but I didn't see no apologies to his trainers, to nobody. All I seen was what I'm seeing now. And to me, I think that's the most alarming thing. Like and then this, bro, your son is there. Your son's like a year old, maybe. How is this even possible? You know what I mean?
Like I say, I can't even put into words. Honestly, bro, I really have nothing to really say on it, man, because there's nothing you really can say. You seen it right there on camera. Seen it right there on camera, man. It's definitely probably going to be some suspensions handed down. I can see them paying some type of fines as well. It's just not a good look. And then on top of that, you put Top Rank in a serious situation. They're already basically having issues finding a new home for, to broadcast their fights in the upcoming year or so, whatever. Because their deal with ESPN is coming to an end. And then, this is how we closing things out with Top Rank on national TV, international TV, bro. It's just crazy, man.
Another thing that pisses me off is this about Keyshawn Davis, right? We just had an interview with Blair Flair, right? Where he said how difficult it was for a company to get behind him, to get good management, to get a promotional company behind you. Not only does this company behind you, they're trying to make you a superstar, selling tickets in your hometown, putting your brothers on the card on the strength of you, okay?
Right.
And you turn around and embarrass the company that's helping you.
Yeah.
And you don't feel a little bad. You know how much money Top Rank paid to book this venue? It's just, to me.
Now the whole week was about them. The whole entire week.
Yeah,
and I'm saying, and in the beginning, rightfully so. Keyshawn, and incredible athlete, did what he had to do. Made quick work of the champion, the former champion now in his last fight. Homecoming, they said the mayor named this week, Keyshawn Davis week or whatever. Yeah. And then just by the time I got to Friday, that's when everything started rolling downhill.
Yeah. The crazy thing is this. Let's think about how much money he cost them this weekend, right? Let's just be honest. They had to pay Santos his purse. Who did that come from?
I don't know. That's a rare fit. Usually they just give you a new. I just need you. That probably came from Al Heyman, because it isn't there something still PBC, still PBC, I believe. So but again, that's actually rare because normally you don't get anything. Like everybody goes home empty-handed. You may get offered another payday, another date or so, but you really don't get offered any type of compensatory whatsoever when the fight falls through. So. Shout out to whoever his management team, whoever did that. But but it's good though that he, the man hasn't fought in 2 years, so I'm pretty sure he needed the money. So it's good that they took care of him anyway.
Yeah, and I think that's more so to avoid lawsuits too, bro. Like, you
can't. How much camps cost?
Money.
Yeah. You heard Stephen Blair say yesterday, camps alone cost $30,000 high.
Yeah, and that's on the low.
Kind of camp, especially depending on who you're training for. I'm not spending $30,000. I mean, I've had high cost, but I'm not spending no $30,000 for no camp. Yeah. But again, when you spend the money like that, you gotta, everybody's sacrificing time and putting in. Somebody's gonna want to come home with something.
I mean, absolutely. It's just, to me, I mean, and it's kind of crazy because, we've seen him partying. We've seen him at the Fatal Fury. We've seen him talking his shit, having fun with Mike Tyson, Shakur Stevenson. And you miss weight, bro. Like, you miss weight. And a lot of people's greatness is based on their dedication, right? Like, you don't see certain people come out to every event. You don't even see Gervonta come out to any events like that. You don't see Canelo when they're locked in, right? It's pretty much, look, we're working. I mean, I can't understand what was going through his mind. I really don't. I really can't. And it's, I mean, we've heard of the rumors of him jumping Tiafimo's father. Now we're doing this. Like, it's just like, come on, bro. And it's another thing too.
They got my man Junior hurt, man. I know how true the story was.
Yeah.
But when you see that shit, when you see what happened tonight, you gotta be like, damn, man, they're wilding out here, man.
Wow. But it's like you would think these guys were on. Like you would think there's not millions of dollars on the table right now.
It's crazy out here, man. Like, what's wrong with y'all? What is going on in VA right now, man? Like, come on, man.
He's wilding. Wow, Victor, we're not going there with that. Come on, man. It's not a cultural thing. It's an individual act of
you ain't I'm not even sweating what Victor said, but I don't know. At the same time, man, it gives everyone a black eye, man. For real, man. Like,
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I mean,
like, one thing, I know you do not want to be out here in the media for all the fucked up shit, man. Like, this ain't gonna help your cause, man.
No, and then, I mean, you didn't get paid for this fight. We don't know how he lives his lifestyle, right? I mean, he's supposed to be a Ring Magazine ambassador. What if now you lose that situation?
No, that's not. It's supposed to be what I was told. He lost out on a $1 million payday, and that's just basically pretty much the beginning of it's supposed to be his reign. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you could imagine all the money that after that fight he could have had made. Like, you really got to take a back. You really got to take a back seat now. I mean, it is what it is. Like,
back seat.
You put yourself in that position. Like, and everyone else is even at 140, whatever. Because that's where it seems to be heading at. I mean, he was pretty much there yet on the scale. So 140 is pretty much tied up right now. So who is he going to really face when he does go up there?
We have a fan caller. Let's take this. Hold on. I hope it's a fan caller. I hope it's not just trying to call me. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring you on. What's up, caller? How you doing, brother?
Hi.
Hello?
Yo.
What's up, man?
What's good, man? Peace to everybody, man. I don't know exactly what specifically happened.
Right.
I don't want to think that Keyshawn is that stupid. I ran into him a couple times. Most recently, out in Vegas for the Spence and Crawford fight a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just tell that He's a little immature. He's a little childish. It just he's a little immature. He's a little childish. And he acts like he's never been anywhere, and like he's never seen anything. He's never had anything. And what I don't like about the sport of boxing is that it has become cool for these young, primarily black fighters, okay, and I'm a black man myself, okay, to be classless individuals. We understand that most fighters, you come from the bottom, you come from the slums, we get all that, but at what point do you at least try to have some sort of class? You get on the TV, you N-word this, you N-word that, you N-word this, you N-word that. Now you let somebody that don't look like you call you that, and we all gonna be in their ass, not just you. Me and fans that look like me, we gonna have a whole lot to say about it. And Jamel, I really wish that you would take these fighters aside and tell them, listen, man, the M-bombs, y'all need to chill with that. Well, you do what you want to do, but you really, really need to chill like that. Ali wouldn't have said it. Sugar Ray Leonard wouldn't have said it. And these guys have been around some real gangsters. In the 70s and the 80s, the guys that were involved in boxing during that time, those were real gangsters. Not none of this rap cookie monster bullshit is really what it is. I'm talking about real gangsters. At what point are they going to act like you've been somewhere before? Have some sort of class. I've never seen, none of these guys, they don't have the Sprite commercials. They don't have the Gatorade commercials. They don't get no endorsements. And this is the reason why. So, I don't know, man. I really wish, Jamel, I came on just to ask you, brother, please. Just tell him, I had a fan call in the other day, man. Why y'all use it? I never heard you do it, Jamel. No. I never heard you do it. I never heard y'all use it. Hey, you a Marine. And I know y'all motherfuckers crazy. I know y'all got to screw loose. And it's just the truth. I'm being funny, but I'm just saying, like, I really wish that you would take these guys aside and tell them, listen, man, y'all motherfuckers need to start acting like y'all got some classes and just a little bit of home training, man. Just a little bit.
Right.
Sometimes. But anyway, man, I just wanted, I don't want to jack the panel, man, but I just wanted to call in.
No, we actually appreciate that, man. You said something real there, man. We appreciate that.
Thanks, brother.
Oh, all right, brother. Peace.
And listen, he said a lot of good things, but to me, the most concerning thing in the 2025 Ford. The most concerning thing to me was him being so nonchalant. Like, if he didn't mess up, I mean, this is from the beginning of the weekend. This is not just a fight. The fight is the cherry on top of the sundae at this point.
Yeah.
If I'm top rank, right? I mean, Jamal, come on, let's be real.
I know them dudes, man. Like I said, I still communicate with the guys out there on top rank. Brad Goodman's one of them for sure. So I definitely know how they think. I definitely know how they operate. I've been there before with them, of course. And yeah, there's definitely gonna be some consequences. Like I know that, and I know it's gonna come down from the top to the management team to the fighters for sure. But there's definitely gonna be something, that they gotta pay for it. Like, you know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. Like, you gotta call it for what it is.
Listen, if Albright right now, right? He's someone he wants to get back, whatever. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. There's gonna be lawsuits behind this.
Oh yeah,
you literally attacked them, and I mean, you got to remember also too, the arena could actually sue Keyshawn as well because they're liable for Albright's for his safety, and the fact that he was violated in that venue could lead to a lawsuit. And what do you think they're gonna counter to? Top ranking Keyshawn. Keyshawn is just shooting himself.
It's all going to trickle all downhill, man. Whether it's suspension, fines, whatever, it's all going to trickle downhill regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they aired the shit. Like they didn't even bother to keep it private. They aired it on, live on ESPN.
But I think that tells you something, Jamal.
Yeah, they aired the footage on ESPN. Come on, man.
I really believe. What if Top Rank's like, you know what? We're tired of this shit. Let him get the medicine that he deserves at this point. They didn't even try to hide the shit. The shit was out within minutes.
Yeah, like
Anytime an altercation happens,
usually maybe a reporter or an influencer, they may catch it backstage and then put it out there online. But for them to actually take it from a national, TV syndicate and record it and then put it online and then go back for more details about it, it's a wrap.
Bro, Top Rank didn't even. It seems like they didn't even try to stop the footage from getting out there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how crazy.
No one held back. Like, hey, don't put that out there. They put it out there immediately, and then they kept the cameras rolling on them.
To me, it's crazy because, to me, in your hometown where people pay thousands, like I don't think people actually understand, like. If you was upset at him before, you're gonna be upset about it. But what I mean is, like, bro, people were asking for their money back. Their money back.
Yeah, they said
so Top Rank is losing money.
2,000 people asked for their refunds.
Yeah, and I can almost guarantee it was probably more than that. It was probably more than that. And then you do this, so now on top of the money they have to pay back these fans, now you have to get lawyered up because now Albright may want to sue them. The arena may want to sue them. They're not coming back to Virginia. And not for you. Yeah, I'm just being real. Like, bro, they Top Rank has showed, in my opinion, the fact that they're.
Yo, I'm gonna ask you though, like she said, how do you get kicked out your home, the venue in your hometown? That's crazy right there.
Bro, is it?
And you see punches being thrown, and Nahir Albright's brother is in the purple, and you just see Keyshawn Davis come in. The guy running in is Keon Davis, and things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw a stroller being moved back. That's Keyshawn Davis being pushed away. But the reason he's so upset is because that's his son that's in that stroller. He goes back to retrieve his son. But why would you put your family in this type of situation? It's just uncalled for and unfortunate what we've seen here at the Scope Arena. This was supposed to be a celebration of all that is great with.
I can't. I'm gonna remove this because this shit is ridiculous, bro. Like, he is gonna get killed out there. And then this is something where your child is actually in the footage. So now you may have to guard against that. To be honest, I mean, child safety. You're going to have to deal with that now, bro. It's on camera. I mean, it's absolutely absurd. Like, bro, like, I mean, everything that you caused this weekend, how unprofessional you were to everybody. You should be apologizing to the fans of Virginia. You should be apologizing to his team, his trainers, Bomac, whoever. I mean, and this is what you do. It's just absolutely insane, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to know what they're gonna do. I mean, you've worked with Top Rank.
The team,
in terms of suspension, is he gonna be suspended? I mean, I don't know.
Something's gonna happen, bro. Something's gonna happen. I mean, I think we'll be surprised if nothing happens. Even if it's just a fine, something's gonna happen, bro. And then on top of that, again, it's definitely gonna be time away from the ring. For one, we really didn't speak on the fights, which is crazy.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Kelvin Davis took his first loss to the man that got jumped, which is Albright, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, Top Rank from the get-go, they really didn't want to, sign on the brothers. They basically took on the brothers as a favor to Keyshawn for him looking out for his brothers. Yeah, Keyshawn was looking out for his brothers, with rightfully so. Respect to him for that. But the company really didn't want to take on the brothers as it is. And that's just real. So with that being said already, Top Rank, don't be surprised if Top Rank tries to put him back on pro box cards or have other promotional bodies deal with him until they figure out what other big fight or tough competitor they want to put him against with. That's just how the business goes, bro. That's really how it goes. Like, when they really, and I'm not knocking them like that, but like, that's like Keyshawn will probably tell you himself that was part of the deal. if they sign him, they would have to take on his brothers as well. So when you already know how these promoters are, if they really didn't want you to begin with, you know how they're gonna come.
Bro, they signed his brothers for him. They're doing events in his city to make him a bigger star. They're getting him the matchups that people, pretty much to set him up to him being a star. I don't know, man. It's and it's crazy. You know what's the craziest thing? Fighters dream of this, bro. They dream of this type of stuff, man. And he has it. He has it all right there, bro. Like, it's literally, this is what we're gonna do for you. We're gonna make you the next star. They're showing him more love than they ever showed Shakur, in my opinion. To be honest with you, and I don't know, man.
He definitely had a lot of backup behind him for sure. He definitely did. He definitely, and you're right. They definitely were showing a lot of more support than they were showing Shakur at times.
Do you believe that do you think it's a possibility that they can drop him from Top Rank, or even shelve him?
As I'm saying, I think the most they'll do is shelve him for one, because it's probably already shelve him anyway for missing weight. So you know how the business goes on that, and dropping his title to the scale. And then when you look at this, they gotta get him out the spotlight for a while anyway till the shit cool off. Yeah. So they're gonna basically gonna keep him away from public eye unless he comes out and makes his own formal apology or whatever. But other than that, they're gonna keep him off TV.
And how about his brothers? They didn't really even want his brothers, like you said.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to start looking at patterns too, man. When these promoters be basically booking you on, like I said, Keyshawn Davis card, okay, you're gonna have one, if not both brothers on it. So they basically throw it as a package. And then when they're not fighting on Keyshawn Davis cards, when y'all see it, they put them on Pro Box cards and send them down to Florida and fight or wherever down there to keep them busy, because they have a contract to still live up to. So they have to go abide about how many fights they owe a fighter a contract. So so to keep that fighter off their plate, they'll just give them to somebody else to keep them busy as part of the negotiation of their deal and their contract. If the fighter says I had to have 3 fights, 3 or 4 fights this year, they'll probably put 2 on Pro Box and they'll take the other 2 when Keyshawn fight. And that's how that's how they've been doing it.
Yeah. Guys, you guys call up if you guys want. The numbers strolling around the screen now, 470-326-6329. I'd love to hear from the fans, from the people that witnessed what we just saw, which to me is absolutely insane. And more is going to come out. It's going to get uglier. It's going to get way uglier. There's going to be more things to come out. And again, I believe there's going to be lawsuits behind all of this. So, Ash is I don't know what to talk about. Dude was right, though. These young black fighters are doing their culture and sport a disservice. Yeah, but how about your family? He's literally responsible for his family eating at this point. You're putting your brothers in position, and you might have blackballed them at this point.
That's what I mean,
whoever. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Go back and read the comments. Ask for, I don't know, man. I wonder how long the suspension is going to be, man, or even the shelving. You know what I mean?
You'll see Keon, but again, they won't be in a rush to quickly bring him back. Because he wasn't. But now, matter of fact, damn, he was part of it. That's what I'm saying. He was part of the altercation. So yeah, bro, go. Kelvin, that sadly, it's how the business is, man. More likely they will shelve him for a while. You know what I mean? Because again, you know how they feel. And then Keon, what I'm saying, they're not losing or profiting off of him right now because it's early in his career. So he's definitely probably gonna hit a suspension anyway, alongside with Keyshawn and the whole thing with the weight. It kind of rubbed them wrong anyway. So it's just a lot. It's a lot, man.
So Ash is saying a 1-year suspension. I don't know if it's gonna be a 1 year.
I don't know. Maybe I can see maybe like a 6 month. I don't know about a year.
I think
I guarantee. I probably see like a 6 month. I don't even think I know you said like 2 years, some shit like that.
So the reason I say I think it's gonna be longer is because there's an accumulation of shit that he did. Like you got to remember too. There's so many
I think a small suspensions and some fines, bro. They're not going to keep him out. I don't think they're going to keep him out for a whole year.
You also got to remember though, Jamal. We haven't seen if there's gonna be how many lawsuits are gonna come behind this as well. You cost money in the weigh-in. You didn't even care really. You know, the amount of buybacks that you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to pay that somehow, and they're gonna have to punish you. So there's a lot of things. It's not like it's just okay. It's just a brawl or it's just him missing weight. It's an accumulation of stuff that's transpired within a short amount of time. And the thing is, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
To me, it seemed like there was more things that are going behind the scenes. I seen a video of him kind of ignoring his trainer, just walking right past them and looking like he doesn't even care. So I don't know, man. It just looks crazy. He said, "Nah, there's no excuse for that type of." No, listen, we're gonna find out. But who would be suspending him at this point? Like, how does it work?
The state commission,
Virginia.
Yeah,
you'll go fight in Vegas then. I mean, what's the big deal?
Man, that shit gonna go. They're not going to fight, bro. It's not happening.
Yeah. So, let's talk about the fight. How did Abdullah do? You said I missed it. So
look good. Shout out to Abdullah Mason, man. He did his job. He came in. He pressed him. You know, after he basically felt him out for a bit. He pressed him. He hurt him to the body. You know, came back up top, busted him up top some more, whatever. Basically, Nakatilia after I think the sixth round. Yeah. He said he couldn't see, and they stopped it in the corner. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
I will
like he said yesterday when we was talking. He looks like a little boy,
baby,
even with his frame, but like he got dog in him. Like, and he can hit, he can fight. You know what I mean? He got it. He really got it.
You know what the crazy thing is too is, you know, Keyshawn was able to kind of become priority. This may be a situation where they might prioritize somebody else more, and that can really hurt his career moving forward. And I don't know who's Abdullah signed to. He's at the top rank.
Yeah, he's top rank. They're all on top rank.
That's got to be the worst thing possible right now for Keyshawn. To be honest, everything he just did, you're gonna see way more Abdullah Mason being pushed in the next couple of months. That might be something as well. You know what I mean?
But even if this didn't happen, until at least, you know what I'm saying, with the weight issue and the shit backstage, I think Abdullah Mason should, rightfully so anyway, still get that, you know, that big push just based off his performance. Forget about another guy being knocked out the way. I think Abdullah Mason did what he's supposed to do, and he did it, if not better than expected. Like, you know, he pressed him, he was smart, he took some shots, but he took them well, and he kept it moving.
Yeah, he's got to do a better job of avoiding shots. I mean, he's got dropped by a couple of guys.
He took him well tonight, though. He did take him well tonight, especially, you know, Nakatilia did come back with some counter. I think a counter hook at a time and hit him with the right hand, whatever. But he took it well, and he fought right through it. He didn't even show that he was even fazed by it.
Well, I mean, different punches. Not all punches are created equal. So I'll say that. I just don't think he should be taking.
Yeah, we know that shit.
You know what I mean? I mean, what's next? I don't know, man.
I wasn't even expecting that. I wasn't even expecting that question.
Let's play this shit again. For those that are tuning in right now, let's play this for you guys again.
Davis brothers and what they represent for Norfolk, Virginia. Just being thrown, and Nahir Albright's brother is in the purple, and you just see Keyshawn Davis come in. The guy running in is Keon Davis, and things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for the Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw a stroller being moved back. That's Keyshawn Davis being pushed away. But the reason he's so upset is because that's his son that's in that stroller. He goes back to retrieve his son. But why would you put your family in this type of situation? It's just uncalled for. and unfortunate what we've seen here at the Scope Arena. This was supposed to be a celebration of all that is great with the Davis brothers.
Man, listen, I ain't trying to hear that shit, dog. He said, I hope he remains level-headed. Who remains? Oh, he's talking about Abdullah. Abdullah seems like he got a good head on his shoulders.
No. He got a good camp around him. His father is definitely hands-on. It definitely shows they give a lot of respect to their father. His brothers are a great help. He actually has a good story and a good surrounding behind him. So I'm not worried about Abdullah Mason. Like, he's solely focused on boxing. I'm not to say that Keyshawn isn't focused on boxing, but at the same time, man, like, it's this weekend. This whole week was fucked up.
I mean, you know, it's a crazy thing. I remember watching something about Keyshawn and him basically saying how he got close, I think, to Shakur, and he was dealing with a lot of mental health issues and things of that nature. And Shakur was there for him and think, all right, whatever, right? I mean, it may be time to revisit those mental issues because I mean, clearly he's not thinking like that. I mean, and sometimes when people start getting famous or they start blowing up, they don't know how to handle that. I don't think people understand how crazy fame can make somebody, or how big head, or just people doing things that they can't. And then maybe this is something that he needs to evaluate at this point, because clearly, since he's become, especially within these last few months, he just looks like a different person. He doesn't look as humble or whatnot. He looks like an asshole.
He needs to take a mental break, man. He needs to really sit back, take a look at himself and then question if this is the direction he wants to go into. Yeah. So he really needs to take a mental break, spend time with the family, take care of his girl and his child. And just stay out, stay out the spotlight for a while, man. Like still a young.
He likes the spotlight though, Jamal. He likes it. He likes
the problem, man. That's the problem. He need to stay out of it for a while and reflect on what the hell he's been doing in these past few months that you pointed out, and where is he going? So I just wish the best for him, man. But he definitely needs to. He really got to chill out, man. He's out here. They're out here wilding.
Well, let me say this: I'm a Keyshawn fan. I think he's a superstar. I think, and I've given him a lot of props how he's handled his business in regards to how he moves, how the fights he's picking, just not chasing Gervonta when everybody was like, manipulating that situation to where it could benefit you, even though you didn't fight Gervonta. So I really like the guy. I think he's a great talent, but this weekend it really rubbed me the wrong way. And I told you just the way he was nonchalant about missing the weight and just everything from there. And to me, this was just again the icing on the cake. I mean, and I like the guy. Positive Vibe says, "Yo, no, I can tell you one thing: Blair Flair wouldn't have done all this. Book him. I love Blair Flair. I'm a big fan. Check out that interview because they are going in on him." Right now,
the Mexican community is killing him right now.
What is the problem with him? I don't understand. What's the problem with Blair Flair? I really don't understand this. Do you know anything? Is it a Long Island thing? I don't know what's going on. Dark Matter says, "I'm glad Santos didn't take the fight." Dark Matter says, "I'm glad Santos didn't take the fight. We got a chance to see how much of a sucker Keyshawn really is. He effed up $1 million purse." Real loser type shit. Yeah, he cost himself a lot of money. A lot of money. It might be more than
that. Crazy about it. He could have made the hometown thing. He could have kept bringing it back. He could have kept bringing it back to VA, like Pernell Whitaker was back in the day. So he really could have brought boxing back to the VA. And I think that people are overlooking the bigger picture here. You know what I mean? Especially like I said, they had the whole week. The whole week was dedicated to not only him but his family. Yeah. Everyone was talking. Everyone took a great game, a big game at the press conference, and then they came around and everything's went downhill. So I think, like I said, they ruined a golden opportunity here, not just for themselves, but for the state of Virginia in terms of bringing boxing back like it was in the late 80s.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and again, we don't know when or if or anytime soon he'll be back in Virginia, man. to be honest. And it's crazy because I think it's more magnified too because it didn't happen in Vegas. It happened in his hometown where Top Rank went out their way to do that. So I think it makes it so much worse at this point, man. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I don't think we're going to see Keyshawn for a while. I don't think we're going to see him until 2026, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you still. Well, that's about 6 months. I give it 6 months.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he's going to be at 140, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's going to get released. Let's be honest. He's not going to.
He ain't getting released. He's still going to bring money in. Why would they release him? Suspension is, give him the suspension, whatever, give him a fine or whatever. Let him, you know what I'm saying? You can't knock him. You don't want to completely knock him down. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn from something.
Somebody said that Nahir said he got a headbutt. I didn't see that interview. I know he said they jumped him. The interview I saw, he said they jumped him. He looked pretty cool, though, I'll tell you that. But
nah, man, they fucked my man up. They tore his ass up, man. You pull that interview up, you see this eye?
No, that knot was crazy.
He had a knot. He had whelps. I'm like, come on, man. They tore his ass up.
Can I ask you a question? Has it come out the reason as to why they jumped him, or he was just a soul loser? Because
I don't know. I gotta look at the interview with him, but I was too busy looking at the knot on his head, man. They tore his ass up.
I saw the interview.
It's like, yeah, he's about to fight at first, and it was like Keyshawn and Keon, they jumped me. He's paused for a minute.
This is what he said. If I'm not mistaken, he said that he thought they were coming in to congratulate him or whatnot. And he said Keyshawn ran up to him and threw a punch.
Yeah.
I was like, he thought it was like, all right, they're coming in here, they're gonna congratulate me. It's all love. Like, Jamal.
That's what it is, man. They down bad right now, bro.
What did he say?
Down bad.
What did Albright say, bro? Like, they were fucking pissed. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Whatever he said, I don't know.
It ain't even about that. It's like you can't even use that, bro. You can't even use that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
They went to his locker room. They went to his, where his team was at. They went to his space. I thought usually it's like good fight, you did your thing, blasey, everybody get up out of there. But he said they came back there and basically it's like they just teed off on his ass. So you can't be like, what did he say? He probably ain't even say nothing.
No, that's the point. Like, I'm like, what could he have said that led to this? Because that's what Albright said. He said,
what did they say? He probably ain't say nothing. They were just probably hot. Yeah, simple as that.
Yeah, they're gonna call him solo. He said they just popped on him. He thought he was gonna handshake.
You ain't gotta say you know what it is when they say it's on site.
No, that's crazy.
It was on site.
Man, I want to know. I want to know Keyshawn and how he's gonna spin it.
It was on site.
He's got to spin it. I wonder what he's gonna say, because at this point you can't go out there and be like, "Well, he said this." He
was like I knew. Just talking about the fight alone with Kelvin, like I knew that was one of those fights where Tyron was basically like, okay, stepping him up, and he's gonna put him in tough. And like I said, tonight was his first. It was his first 10-rounder. He was in a guy that was giving good work to Keyshawn when he fought. And Keyshawn is obviously the star player out of the three of them. So, I'm pretty sure Albright didn't have no issues taking this fight. I'm pretty sure he's seen the holes in Kelvin's game, and he was fine taking it. But again, Kelvin, they came in the press conference. They said they I know they had a great training camp because I know who they're with. Shout out to B&B. They had a great training camp, so I knew he was gonna come in shape. And then, like I said, again, Kelvin's usually quiet, but he was speaking his mind during the press conference saying he's gonna go, knock Albright out. But he almost got he got clipped a few times. He got clipped like a good amount of times where Bomac had to tell him, hey man, he's probably still in the rounds because you're not moving your head out these right hands.
Yeah, the Liv family says they didn't just because he's bitching and said that. Don't make it true. They try to jump in. It was too many people back there to break it up before it started. I mean, first of all, I don't know how to, because it started off at his dresser. That's what they said, his dressing room. That's what Albright said. He said they came into his dressing room. So he's not thinking anything. He's thinking, all right, It is what it is. It's water under the bridge. That's what makes it even crazier. Like they went to his locker room. So after the decision, Keyshawn and his brother were like, look, we're going to go back there. We're about to whip his ass. That's what happened. I don't get it. Like, how do you just come together after that and decide to not only do what you did, but add to the embarrassment of the weekend?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. Call up, guys. You guys, I put the number in the chat. It's 470-326-6329. In your life of boxing, you've been doing this for years. Have you ever witnessed anything like this before?
What you mean? You remember the Mayweather Zed?
This is different. Mayweather Zed was in the ring.
Melees in particular, like we all seen a good melee in boxing. Well, in and outside the ring, but I don't think anything like this. Like especially for like just again like how big the event was and how many issues they had.
Yeah.
When Friday came around, it's crazy, man. It was like man, when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it got worse. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
I've never, and I seen the Riddick Bowe brawl. I mean, the Tyson with Lennox Lewis at the presser. We've seen it all, but I can almost bet I've never heard of them showing up to the visitor locker room or whatnot and jumping them after a loss. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that, but
that's some crazy shit. He said that shit's very unprofessional. End of story. No, you're right. I mean, it's definitely not gonna be end of the story because tomorrow, this is all we're gonna hear. This is all we're gonna hear.
That's all we're gonna hear today. Since week right now, I know everyone else was on live on a podcast. I know the mainstream media. Everyone got something to say on this.
We have a caller, an unknown number. Caller, what's up, man?
Yo.
What's up?
Yo. That's talking about the Keyshawn situation.
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing else to talk about right now, but yeah, what's up?
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, the whole thing crazy. But I do gotta hear the whole story, man. And I'm not going against y'all or anything, but I did just see another interview where Nahir Albright said no punches were thrown. So if that, I just wanted to ask for y'all, if that's the case, does that change it to y'all, or do y'all think it's still
I think it changes obviously the first altercation, but again, you see like the ESPN crew, you can't say that they didn't put out that footage for nothing. You know what I mean? Like that footage alone, even though it really didn't see much in the footage like that because there was too many bodies around. But like I said, they pointed that out. They pointed the Keon coming back. Then like Norbs was saying, they pointed out that his son was in the stroller, and y'all know how the media work. You know how the media works, bro. And it's already like they already fighting an uphill battle after the weigh-in as it is. So I don't think it changes much in the end result, to be honest with you, if I'm being real.
The thing that's caller, by the way, the thing that got me tripping is the fact that Top Rank didn't do anything to hide it, which leads me to believe they wanted it out. They're like,
yeah, because like I said, normally you'll see like when stuff happens like that or altercation in the backstage, you never see them aired on national TV during the broadcast. You usually see like boxing social media usually have a footage with an iPhone or something like that catches stuff like that going on in the background. You never really see them take a footage from a national syndicate and they broadcast it not once but like 2 or 3 times, and then they I work with the commentary team. When they speak on it, it's coming down from everybody up top. It's coming down from the producers in the back. So when we have our mics on, we're getting told what we're about to watch, and then we're getting told what we need to speak on. So all that was like Norbs said was put out there for a reason.
Yeah, and think about it. If they didn't want it out there, they could have hid it for a while, and maybe it'll leak out. They were like, "Hey guys, here you go. Here's what Keyshawn decided to do."
Like they could have ended it.
He wasn't even trying to hide it,
bro. They could have ended it when Albright even brought it up. They could have ended it and downplayed it and kept it pushing. Unless, like I said, boxing, social media, like a fight hype or somebody in the back caught it on their, on their phones, then it's like it's out there, whatever. But they wasn't going, but it wouldn't be on national TV.
They put it on the program.
ESPN also has international partners as well. Because when I was doing commentating with them, I was doing it for Sky Sports, which is in the UK. So that footage is out there to the world now.
Yeah. The fact that they didn't try to protect their investment is crazy. It almost seems as if let him get what he deserves. Maybe this will humble him.
Yeah.
That's what it came off as because, bro, they broadcasted it on the broadcast. It wasn't like Ellie Setback was back there hiding behind a chair and leaked the footage. They fucking promoted it. They're putting it out there and making him look bad. They're saying, look at his child. Why would you do that with your child there? This is what they're saying. This is their team, their media team. It's not just anybody.
Yeah.
So to me, I think that's the most alarming thing. Is Top Rank fed up with them? I mean, they're definitely living it. You know what I mean? But they did nothing to hide the story. Nothing at all. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, man. Y'all make great points, man. I just wanted to get y'all input on that, man. Y'all make real good points.
I appreciate you. Like I hear what you're saying, Lick. But I'm just saying how the national, the media is gonna put it, man. And like I said, if they wasn't trying to damage your image, they would have kept that footage to themselves, you know, and left it at that, and maybe spoke on a incident that happened on the backstage. But bro, come on, man, they kept showing it, bro. You always hear about incidents backstage, or whatever, but you never see them keep putting it out there and replaying it over and over for the national broadcast on a live while it's live.
Matter of fact, we had the what was it? The Caleb. There was a Caleb Plant and Caleb Plant and Ryan Garcia when he threw a beer in his face. That was recorded by
Ryan Garcia. He threw beer in his face during the broadcast.
But they didn't promote it. It was the people that were outside or the people with the cameras. That's how it got out. They literally when Caleb Plant threw a beer
at Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, he threw a beer at Ryan. And it wasn't broadcasted. We found out because people were at the fight, put it out on the camera phone. This was actually put up from the broadcast, which is absolutely insane. It was almost to say as if, F him, this is who he is. And listen, if you're invested in a fighter, you don't want this type of shit to get out there. The fact that they allowed it to get out there, it kind of shows me where their relationship may be at this point. And that's why I say, you're saying 6 months, Jamel, but if I'm invested in this fighter for 6 months, right? Let's say if it's whatever, I'm not putting this out there. I'm trying to protect them. But somebody at Top Rank is very, very upset with Keyshawn Davis.
It's not just that. Somebody and it comes above their heads as well, man. It's someone at ESPN. It's ESPN overall, man. It's ESPN, yo. You gotta look at the bigger picture. This is on. They putting this on their broadcast. This might pop up on tomorrow in the morning shows of ESPN. Somebody's gonna mention it. Y'all know somebody's gonna mention it. And what's it gonna do for those shows that I have a larger and bigger audience? It's gonna put it out to probably people who never even heard of Keyshawn. Yeah. But this is the first thing they see of Keyshawn. So everybody's saying that it's not a big. It is a big deal.
It's a very big deal.
Stephen A. Smith has how many? Come on, man. You don't think he's not gonna mention it or whoever? Yeah. I know how they get down.
Yeah, so I got to answer this one because the Lip family, I think he's bugging right now. He says, but Nahir said out his own mouth he didn't get hit or swing, and so it don't matter what ESPN said. Y'all blowing this more than it have to. The fact that ESPN is being allowed to actually put out that narrative, you don't think Top Rank would have stopped it? You don't think that's a little bit alarming? Right. The fact that the person that Top Rank has been invested in, right? They're not even trying to protect the situation. They're allowing it to be broadcasted. This is going to be on Bleacher Report. This is going to be on ESPN. It's going to be on every major blog site. You don't find that a little alarming? And it doesn't matter if he threw a punch or not. They had a melee in the back.
He say it's a narrative, but it's a lie. But like in the end, it's a narrative. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like
they're allowing it to be put out.
A lot of these stories, but at the same time, this is y'all know. Like I said, that the media is one of the most powerful running things out there in the world.
If I'm your publicist, if I'm invested in Jamel Herring, right? I don't want the story to continue to travel. I'm not going to promote it if I'm his manager. They're literally promoting it. They're allowing it to get out there. They're not doing anything to put out the fire. If anything, there's a bunch of gasoline being thrown on the fire. And if
Look,
nobody
I go on here, I go on social media already. There we got headlines from the media. Keyshawn Davis ejected from building after he and brother Keon allegedly jumped another fighter in locker room. This is a real media. This come from the real media syndicate. This isn't just the Instagrams, Twitter, whatever. They're already writing stories on it, but y'all keep talking about it's not a big. It is a big deal.
Normal Cole says, I don't know, bro. At the end of the day, drama sells tickets.
It sells.
It does, but the problem is this: they sold 10,000 tickets, and he didn't give a shit enough to make weight. That's what makes it worse. It's like they're adding to it. You guys got to understand. Yeah, it sells tickets, but he wasn't even there for the people that came for him. And I think Top Rank is making an example out of him. He's a selfish prick. Look what he's doing in his own hometown. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah. Yo, let go.
That's my thing. I'm like,
what'd you say, Joel?
I really feel like, from a business standpoint, they like. I kind of feel like they just feel like he shitted on them. You know what I'm saying? We put all this money in the promotion and building up the event, and you are a new star. And then he was just like, "Well, fuck y'all, I ain't making weight. Like y'all did all of this." And just from not even a boxing standpoint, right? Just a business standpoint.
Yeah.
I put all this money into a product and then, or whatever it is, right? And then person just like, oh, fuck it, we don't care about it. And then I just lose all this money. Like anybody's going to be pissed. So,
I love this comment.
I'm going to say this too. Like I said, Lit, man, I'm going to tell you like this, bro. I've spoken to somebody on Top Rank before this mess took place. Before I was telling Norm just earlier today, I spoke with, like I said, I speak with them guys all the time still. Boxing is a small world. I spoke with somebody within the company, and I was just actually, just talking about everything that was going on. They said they love Keyshawn as a talent, but they're not happy right now with how things turn out. They said they think he's incredibly talented. Nothing takes away from that aspect at all. But they're just not. They use the word professionalism when they kept, mentioning everything that was going on. They're not happy. So you think this whole mess backstage that they even kept they're already pissed off about the weight situation and not and losing their real main event. You think this helps the case any further?
I think Reggie Smith has a great comment. He says, y'all have to think about this. Keyshawn, you miss weight and mess up our show. We'll mess up your brand and show you acting like a damn fool. I agree with that 1,000%. You're going to miss it. Listen, Keyshawn was beloved until he missed weight. And nobody had nothing bad to say about Keyshawn. Keyshawn wants to fight everybody. We're expecting Keyshawn to stop De Los Santos. We're expecting him to get a big fight. Yeah, ever since that weigh-in, it's been really bad. The Lift Fam, it's a narrative. I don't know. I guess you were there. It doesn't matter if he threw a punch, headbutted, whatever. The accumulating, everything that has transpired this weekend is what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. I don't care if he threw a kick. He just was not humble about anything this weekend. Right. I'm sorry, he just wasn't. Ashley said headbutt or not, Keyshawn needs to be held accountable. Absolutely. Right. Absolutely. You know what I mean? We said Nahir answer going to be everywhere too. He said 4 interviews saying he never got. I don't understand why he continues to bring this up. No, he got kicked out of the building. What do you think? He showed up with a handkerchief and wiped his tears? No, he created an altercation. That's why they threw him out of the building. Lit family. Are you serious right now? I know you
Lit going in. I'm not mad at Lit, man. Lit.
He's bugging right now. He's bugging. Listen, Lit, I love you to death, but you're defending your favorite fighter right now. He was 100% wrong. He's a Top Rank, made bank because the fight was off. Still sold it out. Mills, again. They had mad buybacks. They're not going to put out everything. There was a bunch of people that paid to see Keyshawn. Keyshawn did not perform. I don't know if you've ever thrown an event when the main event cancels. It's never a good thing, and you can't even fight it. It's PayPal's like,
I'm not gonna put much out there with that company, but
they're fucking
pissed. I get what you're saying, but I didn't have to pay, but still, they don't want to. They don't, and also, their reputation's on the line, man.
Bro, didn't have to pay Keyshawn. Dog, they had to pay everybody else. Like, what are you talking about right now? You think that his brothers were going to sell out that venue? No. You don't think that everybody that bought those tickets literally are getting refunds right now? Absolutely. Like, what are you talking about? And the worst thing is,
Keyshawn put a video out saying that he had people come to him and he felt disrespected. They was telling him that they wanted their money back, and he was upset about that. This is before the fight. You know what I'm saying? The night of boxing even started. So yeah, man. Like people pissed off.
Listen, guys, if you guys went to, I mean, wouldn't you want a refund? If I paid to go see Lilo and Stitch and both of those guys decided not to show up, I'm gonna be pissed. I want my money back. I don't care what it is. If it's a movie, if it's a show, if you don't get what you paid for, you're gonna be livid. And no company likes to give money back. It's just common sense.
Yo,
guys.
real quick.
It's not quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure, brother.
Real quick. No, I'm about to get off. I just want to say I appreciate y'all taking my call. I appreciate y'all y'all input and y'all side, because I didn't even think about it from that standpoint. And y'all I 100% agree with everything y'all say.
Appreciate that.
Jamel, I've watched hell of your fights, man. You're a fucking dog. My other guy, I don't know you, but man, you made some hella points. So I know you're definitely a wise man. So, I appreciate y'all, man, and I wish y'all the best. And I'm going to finish watching y'all for Twitter.
Now, listen, you don't know me now, but just subscribe and you're going to know us a lot better later, man. I appreciate you tuning in, brother. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This shit is some nutty ass shit. I don't understand people defending Keyshawn, bro. Like,
no. Listen, like this way you go, baby. You can defend whoever, but this way you gotta go about it. But you also gotta be real with yourself, man. You gotta be real with yourself, man. Like, bro, like I'm not saying this to be saying it. Like, come on, man. They wanted if it wasn't a big deal, they want to keep talking about the footage and keep playing it during the broadcast. And like, they made sure to tell people to stay tuned in after the main event to give the update. Like, come on, man.
That's crazy, bro. That's even crazier. They were promoting. They're gonna put out what they know. What's what's that thing?
Look, somebody put at ESPN saw what they seen tonight and said peace out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty accurate.
Y'all tripping. Y'all think there's nothing. Y'all tripping. Y'all think nothing's going. It's going to trickle from up top, bro. It's going to trickle from up top. Y'all tripping. Y'all think nothing's going to happen behind this.
I got to answer this one. This is
it's corporate. It's corporate now.
The Lit family is on one tonight. He said, yes, this won't be the top ranked first loss. They said they were losing money with Bud. Bud never did none of this ridiculous shit. Bud doesn't miss weight. And if he has a fight in Omaha, Nebraska, Bud is a fucking professional. Like, what are we talking about? The things that they have an issue with, Bud has never done. You know what I mean? Like, why? I don't even know why Bud comes up in this situation. Has Bud ever missed weight? Has he ever had a brawl?
Yeah, I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that,
bro, there's losing money.
There's too much money to be made with Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So after all this basically blows over, you know what I mean? They'll be right back on the Keyshawn Davis train. Which may be so, but it's not. We don't even talk about the money being. You know what I'm saying? But the money to be made. They lost money tonight. Simple as that.
Yeah, and guys, I don't know if you think Keyshawn is.
Who the fuck they losing money?
Yeah, and Keyshawn's not that big yet. Like, relax, guys. Like, you're acting like he's Gervonta Davis or Canelo. He hasn't even had a pay-per-view yet. Like,
I hear you, Lit. I hear you, bro. But like, it just like I don't know. Like I said, man, I love Keyshawn in the gang, man. But it is what it is at this point, man. Like, there's nothing really that myself, you, whoever can really say. You gotta just look at what the stuff they put out in the media.
He said they got false information. Listen, I don't care if he got jumped. The fact is, there was a melee and they got thrown out. The facts of this, he got thrown out.
Yeah, I forgot about that part too. They got thrown out by the police.
Thrown out of the building, bro. Like, there's footage of an altercation and punches being thrown. That's the facts. All right, whether he got jumped or not, an altercation did happen. I mean, it's crazy. There's, I think, like 2 or 3 altercations. It's insane.
It was 2. It was 2 actually. The first altercation, it didn't get caught on camera. That's the morning before they did the interview.
Somebody got that on camera.
Somebody probably, it's probably popular on social media. But in terms of national TV, it didn't get on camera. Then what we seen that Norbs kept playing in the beginning, that was the second altercation of them, getting it on in the back.
I'll tell you this. I will make you guys a guarantee. The first altercation is going to come out. And I'm going to tell you why. In these buildings, there's security cameras everywhere. And there was a security camera in his dressing room or something around there. I can almost guarantee you that footage will come out. It's going to come out. Or a clip of it. It will come out, bro. Al Ramos says, do you think Davis jumped in due to the frustration of losing a milli and Kel's loss was possibly Turkey is luring Key to his company, so instead of buying out his contract and have him terminated? That's a lot.
Man, I think honestly, it came crazy. I don't think it came from business. I think it came from simply because of him beating his brother, if I'm being honest. I don't even think, it didn't come from the frustration of him losing Millie, because that's on him. That was on him. Yeah. Albright had nothing to do with that. I think they went back there out of the frustration. I don't know if something was said after they left the ring and they took it to the back or whatever, but that clearly was out of frustration between the fight between Kelvin and Nasir.
Yeah, and that's what makes it worse. Like, you went to his locker room after you lost to jump or whatever. I mean, he did say there was a punch thrown. I'm sorry, he said that. Unless my ears are playing with me, but he said Keyshawn kind of ignited it, and that's why he said he wants to fade with Keyshawn. That's what he said. He said, I want Keyshawn Davis because he basically initiated it. Security cameras are coming out like the Diddy cases. Would love to pull up a chat about tonight's card and then some Norbs. Third degree, you're here, man. Anytime. I don't know, man. This is, oh, man. Think about it. There's about 600 some people here right now. Everybody is waking up to this right now. People are all over the world. This is a bad look.
Let's talk lit. We definitely could talk anytime, lit. Like I said, man, I love and respect your opinion, bro. And since all love, but yeah, man, like I don't know. I just can't see it no other way. And I'm just going over the experiences that I've seen and dealt with, this type of stuff. Let's be real. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like I said, they put it out. I don't like the fighter can say one thing, but you already know how people are quick to place judgment. So when you get this out to the more of the media, the masses, because you know it's gonna come up on all the ESPN shows tomorrow morning, or something's gonna be said about it. It's not a good look.
I'm telling you right now, the footage is gonna come out. If you guys don't believe that, trust me, that footage is coming out. I'm telling you right now. There's gonna be more angles, more people talking about it, rumors, all types of shit is gonna come out. And again, the fact that Top Rank isn't doing anything to nip it in the bud is very alarming for me at this point. And I would be very worried if I was Keyshawn Davis at this point. He may not admit it, but he is definitely worried. When he sobers up, if he was drinking or whatnot, he's gonna have to get with his PR team. He's gonna have to apologize to everybody. He's gonna have to figure it out. I mean, he has to do it sooner than later. Has he tweeted anything? Has he said anything?
No,
I don't know. I'm looking at Twitter.
For what? He gotta go lay low and chill. Stay away from social media. Should be the last thing he should be getting on the next week or so.
You think so? He got to come up with an apology within the next couple of days.
That's something. Yeah, unless it's a formal apology, he needs to stay from old social media, especially for his mental anyway. Because there are people attacking him in the comments. You need to leave that shit alone, man. I know.
Yeah, it's crazy. He said the Davis brothers.
Like he can go on social media, but he probably got people all on his pages right now going in, tagging him in this and then the third, tagging him in the video. Wow, social media is not that, especially if he, he came out and said he had mental issues. I go through PTSD on my end. Like I know, I understand. Stay away from social media when the world's attacking you, bro, because they're coming. They're definitely coming.
They're saying
unless you put the video out or formal apology, let your team handle it from here, bro. You got to take the consequences. Take that shit in silence, though.
The conspiracy theories are going crazy right now. They said he had the knot before. They showed a picture. He had the knot before.
I mean, yeah, I seen it.
I'm like, guys, it doesn't matter if he had it before, if he tripped. The fact that they caused a melee and got thrown out of the building is the biggest concern. And they tried to jump him. He did say that they tried to jump him in his locker room. I don't care if they landed a punch, if they didn't. The fact that this transpired is the problem. Even if he didn't land a shot, it is what it is.
Hey, Joe, I'm
already released footage of the brawl. Yeah, I know. I think we played it. If y'all want to see the brawl, we can play it for you guys, or I don't know what part of it. This one is. There is a part one I couldn't get to it. Did y'all get the information on why Keyshawn didn't fight? Was it Keyshawn side or Santos? Oh no, Samson. I think it was Samson.
Bro, they got listen. They got paid. They got paid to do nothing. So obviously, of course, they was gonna put their fight in with somebody that they probably seen with
that's what
weight advantage. They pulled that plug and they got their purse.
Yeah,
they divvied it up and kept it moving.
Yeah, that's what happened. They said we're not fighting. We're not gonna put him. They offered him mad money too. They offered him a lot of money, and they said no, we're not gonna take it.
If he would have fought, he probably would have got on top of the 300,000. Whatever. I think that was his original purse. On top of that, he would have got 20% of whatever Keyshawn was making because of the. That's how it usually goes, 20% or whatever your opponent's making when they have a violation. So yeah, they definitely would have paid him. They definitely would have paid him more. We probably came to an agreement. I think Edwin is with Al Heyman, so Al probably made the call. I guess spoke it out with Top Rank and got him his whole purse, which is rare because usually if a fight is canceled, nobody gets paid. Nobody, even if it's not your fault, nobody gets paid. So shout out to his management team because they definitely not only got it like a piece of the pie, they got the whole entire purse. So of course they wasn't going to fight and risk probably taking a beating. Because I basically seen a beating was coming regardless. You know what I mean? So and I definitely seen it if the way just from the face up after the weigh-in, Edwin was already sucked out. He was drained. He was dry. He had a 2-year. Also had a 2-year layoff. 2-year layoff as well. It would have been bad. It would have been bad.
I'll tell you this. I know who didn't get paid. Keyshawn. I'll tell you that. He didn't get paid. He definitely didn't get paid. Somebody said Santos said no to the fight after Davis came in 4.3. No, his team, his management said no. They said they're not going to risk. I read it earlier. They said they're not going to risk his life.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was out for 2 years because he already had health issues as it is.
Yeah.
Then you come back in here and Keyshawn, on weight or not, Keyshawn a dangerous fighter as it is. He would have got hurt.
Yeah, and I mean, he was 143 point whatever. When you look at the weigh-in, first of all, Keyshawn looked big.
Yeah,
he was strong as hell.
You seen the face off? Edwin was little as hell, man.
Little. He looked like he just got out of rehab. That's how bad it looked. It was crazy. Keyshawn looked strong.
He could barely hold up his boxes. I was like, yeah, this ain't a good look.
Yeah, it was bad, man. It was totally bad. Santos' team was smart. Absolutely. Get your money and get out of here. I mean, listen.
The whole purpose, listen, you're a prize fighter. The whole purpose is to get, I get it. And I get it, though. There was a world title on the line, but really, come on, man. In that case, I don't know. Some would have taken it because, again, there was a world title on the line. They would have probably thought that was their only, maybe first or last shot at it. Some people would have took that fight. I'm not gonna lie, but his team looked out for his health first, and I'm pretty sure again he has Al Heyman behind him. I'm pretty sure Al will get him another fight, maybe against Robert Garcia's fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's the IBF lightweight champion, so who knows? He may come back to get another opportunity on Top Rank card against the IBF champion. Muay.
Yeah. Or Muay. Yeah, did they say Keyshawn didn't want to fight Muay either? He's catching a lot of slack today. He said Keyshawn talking about he couldn't make the same damn weight he just made and looked fine. Yeah, I mean, that's the first time I heard Keyshawn was having trouble with 135. To be honest, was this weekend. I could be wrong, but 4.3 means you ain't really tried. No, I don't think he tried. I'll be honest. I don't think he tried.
That's what Tim Bradley said. Tim Bradley said he didn't look like he was weak or drained. He just walked up.
Oh,
he was cool.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? He was sharp. He was sharp. So I get it. You know somebody is drained and really tried to make the weight and they can't give out no more. That's when you know they really was trying to make that weight, man.
Yeah,
But again, like
I don't think Keyshawn believed they were ever going to cancel that fight. I think he really believed that. He said that Santos was going to
I
take
think
it.
somebody was saying that they was hoping that Tyrann was going to just bail him out with the checkbook, from what I was told. With the checkbook, like I said, like because you pointed out, they offered him a lot of money to continue to fight. So, like I said, I was told that they thought that Tyrann was going to bail him out with the checkbook. And again, like you just pointed out, they ordered. I mean, they definitely try to deliver with a nice good payday, but his team thought about his health and went the other way.
Clarissa says, could it be that Keyshawn had cold feet about the fight? I don't think so. I feel like
I don't know, but I seen people trying to say that he ducked it, but I don't think it was that, man. I think it is. I don't know, man. I wouldn't say he ducked anything though.
No, I don't think he ducked it. If anything, I think Keyshawn just having way too much fun, and it just wasn't as dedicated as he once was. He's out there hanging out, hanging out with Mike Tyson, being everywhere. I've seen him do more interviews than I've ever seen him do recently. I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it has to do with he's enjoying his fame right now.
Yeah. I agree with Third Degree. You don't pick a guy. You don't hand pick a guy to duck him.
Yeah, nah. I mean, and I don't think he ever believed
that 2-year break. And it's a home. It's your homecoming. Yeah. Who would duck? Like who ducks anybody at their homecoming? That's crazy. That's crazy if you do though. Like you would duck and get cold feet at your homecoming.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I just feel like he's comfortable, bro. He's comfortable. That's it.
Yeah, he's gonna bounce back. He's gonna bounce back, but it's just gonna be some consequences, in between. But he'll bounce back for sure. Too much talent there. But like I said, he gotta get his mental. He gotta get his mental right though. He gotta get his head straight.
They said, so what would be a good fight for Keyshawn next? I'd like to see him go up. He's going up to 140, right? So
yeah, that's nothing. One thing about Tyrann, once you really miss weight, they never try to make, even though he already said he's going up regardless, but they really never try to give you opportunity to go back down in the weight cut because again, they lose a lot of money. And you also think that they got to pay for the hotels, they got to pay for the flights, they got to take care of the fighters in their camps during the week or per diem. So yeah, there's a lot of money that goes into play that y'all not really looking at. So it's not just fight purses. Again, they got to fly them back home. They still keep their hotel rooms, and they got to pay for all that.
He said, "I hope he doesn't end up like AB." I think he's I hope not. I want to give him a little more credit for that because I do believe he's a good businessman. You know what I mean? What he said. He said, "Let's said I didn't see the comment. My fault, brother." He says, "One thing I'm mad at. Hold on. I'm mad. I'll put it." I just missed the comment. I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on, guys. It's one thing I'm mad at Keyshawn for. He had what? For he had Iverson, Mike Vick, who wanted to see you, not supposed to fun. Oh, Iverson was in the building? I didn't know that. That's my favorite player. Damn it. He says it out. Yeah. He said they're talking about AB. Yeah, man. He said, I don't know, man. AB's doing these weird dance videos and
let AB live, man. Let AB live.
I see the AB say, hey, listen, man. You sent $200. I just made somebody $10,000. All he had to do was yo. I'm not fucking with AB, bro. He is whack. And I'm not even making this shit up. I sent it to Jamel. I was like, yo, this is scary guys online, bro. I don't know what's going on over here, bro. Yo, Jamal, I'm not lying. I swear to God. That nigga he's over here running these fucking cash apps.
Yo, AB wild for that, yeah.
Yo, AB is a nut, bro. Like,
yo, watch your pockets about AB, man.
What?
Watch your
what?
Pockets.
Nah, that nigga, son. Yo, when I seen the cash app scam, I said, bro, is he really running the scam online? Yo, send 200 to make 10,000. This shit is real. I just hooked somebody up. Nah, son, that ain't it.
Yo, they gotta be sending that, yo.
That's why. That's what. Yo, that's your man. That's your man.
That's my God, man. Yeah, AB, wow.
Yo,
nah, you gotta chill, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna. We gotta talk about this AB shit. AB just don't care. Wasn't he just like the feds ran down on him for taking money off NBA players from a
Yo, AB, he gonna get it. He gonna get it how he live, man. He gonna get to the bag.
Nah, AB is a different type of animal, dog. Like he
gonna get to the bag for sure. He take it. Listen, no take backs either. He taking everything, yo.
Nah, bro, that shit was from his personal page. When I see the shit, I said, "Nah, son, he's bugging right now. Like he's tripping." No.
That screenshot, I was like, "Nah, that AB, bro." Sure enough.
He said it's Bomac Keyshawn's brother's trainer. I don't know. That's a Jamal.
Yeah. Bo trains. He trains the whole family. Trains all three of them.
I don't know about after this
one. Bo was busy tonight. He had them, and he had Troy. He had Troy Isley's fight also. So they were definitely busy tonight.
No. Yeah, there's 700 people in here, bro. That's crazy. You know what's good? We didn't. This girl just won too. There was actually the Hall of Fame ceremony this weekend. So congratulations to Manny Pacquiao. I think.
Yeah, shout out to Manny Pacquiao, man. Like that's crazy. You have a Hall of Fame ceremony. The next month, he's back in the ring for a world title fight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy, yo.
That's insane.
Shout out to Manny Pacquiao.
They said they watched Tiger Johnson fought tonight.
Yeah, Tiger fought. Tiger was up and down in this fight, man. Tiger definitely had a kind of he won, but it wasn't as impressive as his last fight. So I don't know. I know my man, P was in his corner, was basically giving him all the right instructions, but just that Tiger just seemed a little bit flat tonight.
I'm getting all these people hitting me up. It's weird. Hold on. AB just hit me. If you send me $500, you can make 20,000. I don't know. Should I send around 500? What do you think?
Man, go ahead. That's on you.
Spell me the 500. That's crazy. I'm like, yo, boxing is a crazy world, bro. Boxing is the closest thing to the streets. Somebody said no punches, just grabbed headbutt. I'm reading this now. This is
with my team, and Keyshawn and his little brother came in, and they started looking at me. It's like they saying something about his older brother, like they was mad, and he like grabbed me, pushed me back. I'm like grabbing his head. He like moved his head towards my head. Got like a little.
You say you bumped heads?
Yeah, he like headbutted me. Yeah, he like headbutted me.
Oh, okay.
So
this is crazy.
So
he switched up a story though.
Any words between you and them after the fight that might have led to this incident?
No, actually, like I said, I was in the locker room. Their locker room is right next door to mine. So I guess they heard like us like happy and all that kind of stuff, and they came in and started trouble.
Bro, that's wild.
Or anything, or was it just the headbutt?
Yeah, just the grab and the headbutt.
Why do you think they would do this?
I mean, they upset that their brother lost.
Now hold on, no, look, you got a point. Look how much attention they give the interview right now, bro. They asking him more about the altercation than the victory, bro. Like how long is that? How long is that clip, man? Like they still you hear them asking them questions about the altercation more than the victory.
And this is my point.
Y'all think they're not gonna blow this up to a big? Like, come on, man.
Nah,
I'm like, they dragging this shit out there. What they added. So, and what else happened? So, wait, he grabbed you and then he headbutted you.
They said, "Did Keyshawn lose your respect in any way?" I'll let
He definitely took a black eye, man. He definitely took a black eye, man. He definitely took an L tonight. No, nothing about it. You can't defend it, man. You can't defend it. You know what I mean? Shit.
I mean, they lose my respect.
Said, man, I don't think, you know what I'm saying, that he should be, like I said, kicked, dropped from fighting on retiring or whatever, but you definitely got to give him some type of punishment. He's going to serve some type of consequence, but you know what I'm saying? It'll just be a lesson learned. Hopefully it's a lesson learned, and him moving forward, he's a different person. But tonight he definitely took a back seat, and so just from not making weight, that was already bad enough as it is. Yeah. And then come on, like this didn't help the case at all.
For me, I lost more respect for him, his reaction after, like, it was just too nonchalant when too many people that cared or cared for you in regards to being your fan, spent money, and you kind of just was like, whatever. I didn't like that aspect of it. I really do like Keyshawn as a fighter. I think he's very smart. He understands how to promote himself. But this weekend really did turn me off. Did I lose respect for him? I don't want to say I do respect the hell out of Keyshawn, but I feel like for some strange reason, whatever he was drinking or eating this weekend got to him. And he needs to really reassess himself, look in the mirror, and understand what transpired this weekend. That's how I feel. But he's in a bad situation. Look, she's right. Look, tell him, lend me the 500 and I'll pay you back when I get the 10,000. Clarissa, he's not rocking with that. Now, AB's my favorite fighter. If he didn't rush and move up, he would be talked about now.
Which fight? I want to say which fight though?
I think he's talking about Maidana.
Because we spoke about the fight between his brother and Albright. We touched on the main event. We spoke on Tiger's fight. We probably didn't touch much on Troy's fight, but Troy did what he had to do as well. Which fight are you speaking about that we didn't speak on? I said Mason did his thing. He broke him. He walked him down. He pressed him. Nakatila was supposed to be the bigger puncher, but I've seen Mason took the punches very well tonight. And he made him quit in the corner.
Wait, doesn't Brian Orton fight this weekend or is it next weekend?
Damn. In Japan? I gotta check. And third, we spoke on that. We spoke on that fight, the last two pods with the Teal situation, man. Like, I think, matter of fact, Norris, you even brought up the clips from when they was talking in the spaces. Matter of fact, about the Teal situation and Teal basically speaking his opinion. So we definitely spoke. We touched on all that.
Yeah, you guys should check that episode out. It should be 2 episodes before this. Guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I know you're not familiar with the YouTube as much, but a lot of stuff y'all talking about is on there. A lot of y'all watching on Twitter, whatever, but definitely tune in. That's where the library is at. Is it Albright's possibilities moving forward after this? I mean, shit.
Definitely. I think usually you're rewarded. Even guys like that come in and beat one of the, somebody on Top Rank's roster, they're rewarded. They actually are rewarded, especially if they put on entertaining fights. I thought it was a good fight. It's probably one of the fights that stole the night, if not the main event, of course. But no, Albright he's definitely gonna get some possibilities moving forward. They're definitely gonna, especially after what happened, with the incident backstage, they're gonna feel for him and bring him back. And he has a good story. He's a single father. You know what I mean? He stayed out for 2 years from professional fighting, to watch over his daughter. So they're definitely gonna bring him back, man.
The brawl is gonna outshine the upset win.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. They said, what do you think about Tank and Roach rematch?
I think I want to be there for that one. I want to be there for that fight. I don't know. I think you see Lamont very vocal, especially on Twitter. He's very vocal. He has more pep in his step now. He seems a lot confident moving into this fight. I think if anything, there's more pressure on Tank. He's been really quiet lately. So I don't know. If he just staying away from the spotlight for a while, getting his head straight, getting focused. I think right now they should be full into training camp, or at least starting training camp for that fight. Matter of fact, but I think it's gonna be another chess match. But I don't know. I feel like I always say in rematches, for some reason, the A side, if it goes to the cards and it's a tight fight, it usually goes to the A side, and then they move forward.
Did they actually sign the fight? Because there was no real announcement.
I mean, everybody's been putting out August 16th for the fight. So
yeah, but usually they'll have like a press conference and then get into camp. But I haven't seen anything about that. I haven't even seen a press run at all. So I don't know if they officially have signed it yet. Yeah, man. Coach said I think Roach is going to do even better in the rematch if Tank doesn't land a one hit. I don't. Yes, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a lot of Tank's knockouts come from people being shook, and Lamont knows him so well. Like, he's already tasted some of his power. He understands it. He understands how Tank can hurt him. I'll be honest with you. I think Tank's gonna have to be a lot more active in this fight. He's gonna have to really box in this fight and not try to wait on that one punch. That's
Yeah, nah, he definitely can't sit back and try to box, man. I know Tank usually is a slow starter. The both of them are really slow starters, but Lamont went in. He didn't go in scary, and so I gave Lamont that. He definitely didn't go in scary into the first fight. So the second fight is definitely gonna come out with a lot more confidence. So I think Tank is definitely on his part gonna have to pick it up because Lamont is definitely gonna try to. I guarantee he's gonna try to steal that first half of that fight because it takes about 3-4 rounds before Tank gets his engine started. But those three or four fights that he may have rounds that he may have lost can cost him in the end. You see how close the first fight was. So I think Tank needs to basically be on his A game and just start out faster than he did the first fight. Because Lamont's definitely going to come out with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I mean, again, and that's something that Gervonta does not do. He does not start off, he doesn't throw a lot of punches. He, so it's gonna definitely be an uphill battle, but he hasn't said much. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see. Yo, that photo you just sent me is hilarious. Edwin Santos is killing it. I think that's him.
Yeah. He posted on his IG. Edwin posted on his IG.
Let me see.
His story.
Yo, he said
he basically had a flyer. They basically had a flyer of Keyshawn and his brothers for a victory party, I guess. That's supposed to happen tonight. And then what did Edwin say? Good luck. Have fun at the victory party. Take a jab at them.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, look, man, that's funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is hilarious. Hold on a second. I didn't send it. I'm sending it to myself. I'll post it up there. Yeah, they're having fun with Keyshawn right now. Let me look at X right now. I know Jamal is definitely on there. You see me now?
Everything going on right now on boxing. Boxing Twitter going crazy.
Crazy right now, bro. I ain't gonna cap. This shit is nutty right now. People are inboxing me like crazy. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Let's see this caller, what he's talking about. Caller, what's good? You're live with me and Jamal. What's up, buddy? Caller, you there? I don't know. It's just preparing. I don't know. Caller, you there?
Third degree funny as hell, man.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Let me call this person back. Don't you read? I couldn't get through. What they say? What did third degree say?
I guess Lamont got a rock head.
Oh, yeah, I see that. We should just prank call Teofimo. See if he's up. I'm surprised Teofimo hasn't got into the trolling right now.
Nah, you know he's gonna pop up. I know the Vargas brothers gonna pop up with something crazy because they was already talking before this whole incident went down. So I know they're gonna come out and say something crazy too.
Yeah, they were talking about brothers matchup versus brothers. I seen that. I definitely seen that. Hold on. Let me pull this flyer up real quick. This shit is hilarious.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. Nah, Edwin's remark is crazy.
Nah, Edwin was like, yeah, I got paid. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Edwin sends him something. You know what I mean? Like, here you go. Here is the flyer. Edwin De Los Santos posts. He says, enjoy your party tonight. Now is DB1, not DB3. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
It's only, I guess, two took a L. I don't know. There's only one, and one already won tonight. So I don't fucking know, man.
I mean, I thought maybe it was code for boxer talk.
Nah, DB3 is their trademark though.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Their trademark, yeah. That's what's like, yeah. And 2 out of the 3, we see. Well, damn, all of them really took a shit because they got my man Keyshawn was involved in whatever, but it's awful. It's all bad, man. They got people. Everyone couldn't wait.
Definitely could not wait, bro. There's gonna be a lot of people talking. There's definitely gonna be a lot of people talking. To be honest, that is funny as hell. Didn't that?
Real talk though. In the comments, what did y'all think about the fight to begin with? Forget the whole melee. What y'all think about the fight? Because I think the fight showed a lot also today between Kelvin and Albright as well. But what y'all think about the fight though?
I missed it. I couldn't tell you.
You gotta go back and watch that one, man.
I will. I got home late.
He had issues with the right hand, with a looping right hand, and I don't think he didn't have any upper body movement. You know, he stood up too, and he was standing too tall. He dropped down at one point in the fight. He did drop down levels, but he wasn't consistent with it.
They said that Santos got paid to train. It's hilarious. Ash didn't watch it. She was too busy hating on my man Blair the Flair. I don't know what's the problem with Blair. I'm not gonna lie to you. Edwin de los Santos. You think he's the ones that smoke with you, Jamel?
Who?
Edwin.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Did you get a call?
I didn't get shit.
No call.
It started last night and ended right there.
It ended right there. Now he's cooking this guy.
I am trying to cook. I'm just talking for what it is, man.
3rd Degree says it didn't show much about Kelvin's side, side from the fact that he has he has performed this way in his fights and has been lucky with some ops, I think, but he's just not that good. No, I didn't see it. I couldn't tell you. I didn't see it.
Watch the fight, bro. Get back to me on that one.
He said he think, I don't know, man. I think Roach.
I hope he turns it up, man. But like I said, I've known Lamont since he was 15, 16 years old. I've known Tank time. So I just hope that he I know that Lamont's definitely gonna try to step it up. But I know Tank, you know what I'm saying? Tank, if he has that fire in him, it'll be another good fight.
Hey, 646, can you turn on the background? We hear you. What's up, buddy? 646, you're live. Okay.
That's me. That's Sarah.
Huh? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
you're live with me and Jamal. What's up?
Yeah, what's the word? No, it's Sarah. I just was trying to clarify.
Hey, Sarah, what's up, girl? How you doing?
What's going on? I was just trying to clarify what I was saying. But, no, I mean, it's been a crazy card. It's been a crazy card. I think with the fight, I mean, it was really clear. You know what I'm saying? Even when it came down to the judges, I mean, I know he said he thought he was going to get robbed. I was like, it can't even be a possibility. It was pretty clear. You know, I think Keyshawn has fought like that before. I think he just got a little bit more exposed today. I don't think the other guy put on much of a master class. You know what I'm saying? For anyone that saw the fight, I don't think they would agree with that. I don't think, Keyshawn really put on much of
Keyshawn with the knockout?
What's that?
He's about Keyshawn's the youngest brother. You talking about his knockout? It wasn't a master class?
No, I'm saying tonight. The fight tonight.
Between Kelvin's fight or Keyshawn's fight?
Davis and y'all was talking about Davis and
they're both Davises.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I'm saying, but I mean, what's his name didn't fight? I'm talking about not Keyshawn, excuse me, what's his name?
Kelvin,
thank you.
Yeah.
Where am I fucking up at? All these damn K's and
no, you're
good. Yeah, but watching the fight, I don't think anybody would really disagree.
No, that's like
Kelvin's like that before. Yeah, Kelvin's definitely like that before. I think he just kind of got exposed tonight a little bit more.
No, I think they mentioned that he's been dropped. He was dropped in Dallas on the Canelo card. I think it was the Billy Joe Sanders card. So they had mentioned that earlier. They had mentioned that earlier tonight. But again, he did show a lot more improvement, with Bomac. But I just think that it's just, like I said, sometimes if you get hit, you get some fighters that get hit flush, and they handle it differently from more often than some do. So I just think he may have an issue there. And then it could be like they mentioned earlier too, like he's 6 foot something coming down at 140. So it could be time for him to go up. You know what I mean? Again, at one point in time, one of my favorite fighters who I love growing up, Dio Corrales, when he was sucking down, he was having issues with punch resistance. So until he started moving back up in weight classes and taking punches a lot better. So it could be time for him to move up to welterweight.
Absolutely.
Well, 3rd Degree. I'm about to wrap up the show. I appreciate you calling in.
Absolutely. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you. I ain't gonna lie, son. This late night shit, you a real night owl, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I do.
That ain't me. Damn, we've been on almost 2 hours.
I'll be up.
There's about 800 people in here.
And shout out to everyone that tuned in.
Yeah,
Like
shout
I
out
said,
to
man, I don't wish nothing on nobody. Y'all seen the fucking year I've been having, so I don't wish nothing on bad on nobody. And I'm not going to throw stones in the glass house, something like that. But again, it's not going to get overlooked. Somebody's going to. I know the management already got the air full. Y'all know how that shit. I know how that shit goes. So
he's probably on the phone right now talking about it.
So yeah, we just gotta wait and see.
He's actually, how are we not tired? I'm tired. It's Jamel. Jamel don't sleep, bro. Like,
I'm chilling, yo.
It's about to cost 800, but
I'll be up watching Disney movies and.
You be watching Disney movies? Did you watch Lilo and Stitch? You don't watch Lilo and Stitch? That was good.
No, I gotta go see that. I seen the first one. The original was the OG's a classic. I gotta go see Lilo and Stitch.
It was good. They switched it up a little bit, but it was still pretty good. You know what I mean? But on that note, y'all, make sure y'all go check our last interview with the most entertaining boxer in the world, Blair the Flair. It's getting good reviews. Blair's still arguing with people on my Instagram. It's a lot of controversial stuff, and I'm still going to keep dropping clips of that. Now I got more stuff to cut up. I need somebody to help us with these clips. It's just a lot of shit in boxing. It's just too much, bro. Like,
I appreciate y'all coming out too, man. Yeah, anytime y'all want to call in, man, call in.
No, we can't have Ash on though when Blair comes on, because she was trying to cook my man last night, bro. But Blair was a good sport though, very good sport. I'm the same way. Too many days of having duty on the Marine Corps.
Yo, for real, that's what I'm saying. Hey, we used to be up.
Yeah, crazy. Get some sleep, bro.
Like we can go party and go get LeVar. No, we can go party, come back, take a 2-hour power nap, get up for PT tomorrow morning.
Hell no. On that note, man, I'm gonna let my man Jamel go. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm sorry, I know there's almost 1,000 people in here, but I am tired. It's how I gotta wake up early, and I really didn't sleep today. So I'm gonna holler at y'all in the morning. We'll be back Monday at 10 a.m. Who knows? Maybe there's another altercation with Keyshawn. We might be back on tomorrow. I don't know. But I'm out of here. Yo, Joe, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow, bro.
All right, yo, bro. Y'all be good out there.
My guy, we out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all.